What up, the world? Once again, it's your man, Mr. Brandon T. Short, aka DJ Shorty B, aka the Shirelle Sound Express, aka Detroit's Lost Son. And what I want to do today is I want to share with y'all my method for auditioning claps in Logic. So I don't know about you, but with me, finding a good clap to match your kick, to me is one of my biggest challenges when it comes to making a beat. I can get my kick, I can get fills and all that, and the sample's going to be there. But for some reason, I find myself spending the most time looking for a kick, looking for a clap that's going to match my kick and other elements of the track or of the project. Let me know if you feel the same way. Let me know in the comments if it's the same for you, or what your greatest challenge is when it comes to putting together a beat. So what I'm using today and what I usually try my best to use is I use wave samples. I have a lot of samples, waves of kicks and a lot of drum packs and stuff that I've acquired over the years. Shout out to my nephew DeMark in Kentucky from Detroit, who gave me most of my my samples and vintage drums that I put together my kits from. But anyway, what I do to sample for a good clap. So my first track in my project is my kick, and I put my kick up top. And then if I have a nice percussive feel that I like, I'll go ahead and put that percussive feel on track 2. And then what I do for the next few tracks is I just take a bunch of different claps, a bunch of different clap samples, and I'll put the different claps along the track, and I'll audition the different claps, and I'll delete the claps that I feel don't fit with the project. So looking up here, so that's my kick, that's my percussive fill. This is a track full of nothing but claps, but different claps. This is a track. So track 1, track 2, track 3, all claps. Track 4, more claps, different claps. And track 5, more claps, different claps. And what I'll do as I audition them, the claps that just don't fit with the project, they'll get deleted on the spot. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. So let's show you here. So right off the bat, to me, these first 2 claps, they don't fit with the project. They're too loud. They're kind of intrusive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete both those claps. So I'm going to delete this clap, and I'm going to delete this clap. Now, what I can do, I highlight those and drag them over. All right. You're going to get some, at the end, you might get some dead space where it's not clapping, but that's okay. We're just auditioning right now. We're not sequencing right now. We're just auditioning. All right, let's check it out again. So that's clap right here. This the first clap that was dragged up. I think that one doesn't fit as well, so I'm going to delete that clap. Take these claps, drag them up, and let's see. So those 4 claps, I think they fit one way or another, whether it's going to be a front clap or something that I'll layer under a clap to give the clap a little bit more character. So I'm done with that track of claps. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mute that. I'm going to mute this track, and I'm going to go ahead and unmute track 4, which has more claps on it. So we're going to start from the beginning, and let's go. All right, so there's a bunch of tracks on this. There's a bunch of claps on this track that I just feel just don't fit. So, all right. So those last two, sorry, but you're oopso out. All right. All right, that one. Number 3, sorry. Yep, you gone. Keep going. I'm gonna drag these up. All right, so one way or another, I think I can use all those 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave those 4 as is. I'm gonna mute that track, unmute my last track of claps. And how I got these claps, like I said, I made my kick and I made my percussive fill, and then I spent about an hour going through my wave files of claps, of nothing but claps, to get all these different claps. So first we had to, gather the claps, and now we're getting rid of the that's like the wheat and the tare that's growing together. All right. So now we're sifting the wheat and getting rid of the tare. All right, let's do this. Last row. Those are off. Well, actually, I can tell right now, this one right here, you're gone. Choose. All right, gonna bring you up. I think this one right here is a little intrusive. I'm kind of on the fence because, of course, you can dial your volumes down, and you can put filters and effects on the claps to kind of shape them and make them the way you want them. But my philosophy is, work smarter, not harder. If you go through your claps and get the claps you want, then you don't have to do a lot of processing and after the fact stuff on your mix. So I consider myself a purist. If this was a real band and we were playing and my drummer was playing drums on stage, I wouldn't be putting a bunch of effects and filters and stuff on those drums. Now, I know working in Logic is far from playing drums in a band, but I want to get as close to purism and purity as possible. And I feel like the best way to do that is to just, instead of just taking a clap, yeah, that clap kind of sucks, but I can filter it and I can tweak it and I can do all this stuff. Instead, if you have the means, just go ahead and do the research and find the clap that's going to fit. And that's what we're doing now. We're doing research. All right. So that's it. So now I got some claps I can work with. I can get back to my project. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, share it, like, subscribe, and peace.